Hello students, welcome back to Narayana Digital Classes. Today we will be solving the assignment number 33 on the topic thermodynamics. Let's move on to the assignment. Here the first question, which of the following statement is false? So we need to choose the false statement. So the first statement is work is a state function. Work is state function, right? So what is the state function? What is the state function? So there is a thermodynamical property. The thermodynamical property, which is the state function, is a thermodynamical property which can completely depends upon initials and final state of the system. Initial and final state of the system. That is called as state function, but it does not depend upon the path of the system. But here work is proportional to displacement, right? So the displacement means it can show the path of the particular system. So work is not a state function, this is path function. So the false statement is first statement. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. So here the question is, which of the following is a path function? Which of the following is path function, right? So what is the path function? So it is also a thermodynamic property in which the system is completely depends upon path of the system. That means how does the system has starting from initial state and what is the path? For example, if you take a reaction, so how does the reaction happens? So sometimes the reaction will happen direct step, sometimes it will happen multiple steps, right? For example, take the work. So work directly proportional to displacement. Displacement means the path you can imagine, right? So here they have given 4 options. Among these 4, work is a path function. The remaining 3 are the internal energy, enthalpy and entropy is state functions. So the correct option is third option. Let's move on to the next question. The temperature and heat are. Temperature and heat are. So they have given 4 options. First is extensive property. Second option is intensive property. Third option intensive and extensive properties respectively. And fourth option is extensive and intensive properties, right? So here we need to know about the 2 terms. One is extensive property, another one is intensive property. So what is extensive property and what is intensive property? So extensive property means the property of a substance, it completely depends upon size and matter, size and quantity of the system. Size and quantity of the system, that property is called as extensive property. But in case of intensive property, the property of substance which does not depends upon size and quantity of substance. See, what is the first property they have given in the question? That is temperature. So for example, take 2 blocks. So one is big in size, another one is small in size. You have given temperature for both of the blocks 25 degrees centigrade, right? 25 degrees centigrade. Then see which block, for example, this is a piece of paper and this one is big piece of paper. So both are heating at 25 degrees centigrade, right? Then see which paper is giving more heat energy to surroundings, right? So when you see the small piece of paper, it will give very less amount of heat energy. When you come to the big piece of paper, it will give more amount of heat energy. If you heat at the same temperature, if you change the temperature, the heat will also change, right? So we can say that temperature is intensive property which does not depends upon size and quantity of the system, but heat is extensive property. It can completely depends upon the size and quantity of the system, right? So the correct option is third option. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Here the fourth question, which is the intensive property, right? Which one is the intensive property? So intensive property does not depends upon the size and quantity of the system, right? They have given options. First one is temperature. We know that the size of a system or quantity of a system will change, the temperature does not change. So even for small size of the system, the temperature is same. Even for big size of the system, the temperature is also same. For example, take the room temperature. Room temperature, we know that room temperature, RT, we know that it's around 25 degrees centigrade. So if the room is bigger in size, the room temperature is same, that is 25 degrees centigrade only. But the room is small in size, again the room temperature also 25 degrees centigrade. So we can say that temperature is intensive property. Let's see the another option, viscosity, right? So viscosity, if you change the size of the system, the viscosity also won't change. And the third option also, density. So if it is size is bigger, the density of same, and size is small, the density remains same. So temperature, viscosity, density, all three are intensive properties. So the correct option is fourth option, all of the above. Right? Let's move on to the next question. Here the question, how many of the following are extensive properties, right? They have given different properties. Among these, how many of are extensive properties? So what is extensive property? Extensive property. So the thermodynamic property, the property of a substance which completely depends upon size and quantity of matter. Size and quantity of matter is called extensive property, right? So let's see the different properties. First one is resistance, right? So resistance is completely depends upon size and quantity of the substance, right? So here resistance is one of the extensive property. And next one, electromotive force. Electromotive force. So electromotive force is depends upon charge and distance between the charge. So this is also a extensive property, right? And the next one is heat enthalpy. Heat enthalpy, the change in heat, the given heat, the absorbing heat, that is measured by the enthalpy. So that is also completely depend upon size of the matter. So that is also a extensive property. And the next one, dipole moment, right? Dipole moment is a not extensive property. This is intensive property. Dipole moment is intensive property. And the next one is heat capacity. Heat capacity also a extensive property. Clear? And the next one, specific heat. Specific heat is intensive property. And density is also a intensive property. And last one, specific volume is extensive property, right? So how many of the extensive properties? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total 5 extensive properties. So the total extensive properties are 5. I hope you understand very well. Thank you very much.